Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Asher Wojciechowski starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Now at the plate, Brandon Lau. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, the second baseman, number 8.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Austen Meadows for his career in this matchup. He's a .375 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Here's the first pitch to him. Meadows is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
The 1-1 home. Hard on the ground toward short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Comes set and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, some games take a little time to heat up, but not this one. We're just 5 batters in, and the bases are already juiced. Almost hate to say it, but this might be the turning point of the game already.
Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint. It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Martinez. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. The 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. Meadows on third. Choi at second. Renfroe at first. 1 gone. High and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, number 22 on the year, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
In now, Willie Adames. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith will be next. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Now to the plate, Manuel Margo. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
The 1-0 home. Fouled off. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. A ball and 2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground near home. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Rays 5. The Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Ryan Yarbrough, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Striding in, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Here comes the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. From the stretch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. A runner on first with 2 away. Not close. It's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
A 2-1 count to Nunez. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
So 2 on with 2 away, and up next the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. First pitch coming. Here it is. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Ready with the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Striding in once again, Brandon Lau has 2 hits and 11 trips for the series so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So now to the plate, Austen Meadows, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it. Still ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 24 home runs for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Hunter Harvey enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Harvey. Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The Rays had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
One of the keys to sweeping a series is getting some runs and getting some runs early. Big lead early in this one, and it looks like their chances of a sweep look pretty good.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ji-Man Choi. Here comes the first pitch. Still only 1 out in the inning. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Now a curveball misses inside.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
The pitch. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping up now, Hunter Renfroe. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ball
2 balls and a strike.
The count is 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. The count now at 2-2.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Martinez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-0 home.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch.
3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball four, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Up next for the Rays, Willie Adames. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Kevin Smith, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. In the air out to left. Santander is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 7 and the Orioles nothing. Ready now for Baltimore, DJ Stewart. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Stewart, a 25-year-old, he's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
To the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck. as he'll take a look at ball one. 258 the average to begin play. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone into the home bullpen. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
At the plate now, Stevie Wilkerson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0 on the way.
Oh, that's out.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's in there, 3-1.
Count was 3-1.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Pedro Severino.
In now for the O's, Pedro Severino. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Pedro Severino becomes out number 2 this inning.
Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Now batting, center fielder, Austen Meadows.
Into the box, Austen Meadows, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Orioles get one back on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Rays 7 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rays.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Margo.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, upstairs. Nope,
Here's a
that's
breaking ball, too low, 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Here it comes, 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. At the plate, Brandon Lau. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
At the plate, Austen Meadows, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-1. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Diaz is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He will score as they push their lead to 8 now.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Standing in now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is hit softly to third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And this one is gone. A home run. Hunter Renfroe with a two-run shot. Number 23 for him thus far as this lead got even wider. Tanner Scott is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 66, Tanner Scott. Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Scott stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Four runs here in this half inning. Two and one.
One strike.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Ready with the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So stepping in, Willie Adames. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. Two out with the man at first. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Kevin Smith would be next. Three and one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Dahlbeck over to his right. And the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 11 and the Orioles 1.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Anthony Santander is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery.
2-2 the count.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Renato Nunez.
And here's Renato Nunez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
One out, nobody on. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Push softly over toward the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, DJ Stewart. 0-1 the count. Two out with the man at first. Ball one.
Ball, one strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. Strike 3. One left for the Orioles. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Stepping in, Kevin Smith, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The catcher, Kevin Smith.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Into the box, Manuel Margo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. There's one. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Now batting, number 8.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Brandon Lau. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
In now, Austen Meadows, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Digging in and looking for more, Yandy Diaz. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 down, runners at first and second. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Rays strand a pair, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bobby Dahlbeck. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Stevie Wilkerson.
Digging in to try it again, Stevie Wilkerson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Renfroe is there, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Pitch taken, several inches below the zone, in fact.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2-1 the count.
2-1 the count.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground to short. Adames picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Paul Fry gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ji-Man Choi.
Now here's the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball upstairs.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Fouled off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box, Jose Martinez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Runners on first with one down. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
To the plate now, Willie Adames, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. And he takes this one high, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A runner on first with two away. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. One left for Tampa, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Heading after it is Margo. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austen Hayes.
Coming to the plate now, Austen Hayes. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Anthony Santander will be next. This is foul right side. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at bat.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Anthony Santander. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rays are in front, 11-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Just off the plate and high. Ball 1.
Look out. 1-1.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 13, Manuel Margo.
Stepping into the box, Manuel Margo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Even 1-1 count to Margo. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Stewart is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, number 8.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brandon Lau. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. But they're on autopilot 11-1. Anthony Banda enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 53, Anthony Banda.
Bottom of the inning now, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. The 3-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just missing here, 2-0.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Into the flag court and gone. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Number 21 for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Standing in now, DJ Stewart. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Bobby Dahlbeck.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 delivery. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Two out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Choi gathers it in, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 11 and the Orioles 2. Ready now, Austen Meadows. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 1-2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Hayes on the run for it. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So here's the cleanup hitter, G-Man Choi. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Unable to find the zone with the slider. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Stewart is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Stevie Wilkerson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate now, Pedro Severino, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. And the pitch. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Jalen Beeks takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Jalen Beeks.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Beeks has pitched just under 60 innings, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now batting, center fielder, Austen Hayes.
So striding forward now, Austin Hayes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Meadows makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rays 11 and the Orioles 3. Michael Rooker comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael Rooker.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 0-1 on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Stewart moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Stepping up to the plate, Willie Adames. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Hayes on the run for it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Anthony Santander.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Fastball well outside. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Counted 3-1.
and it's fouled away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman.
And now time is going to be called here, as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field. And per Major League Baseball, we're not going to show it to you, but security's got him surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Inside,
and that misses inside, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 2-0 on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Now in the box, Kevin Smith. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayes on the run for it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Manuel Margo.
Digging in, Manuel Margo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
That's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Fastball just inside. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brandon Lau. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up to Iglesias for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
In now, Austen Meadows. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hayes on the run for it. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case. And
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Rays lead it 13-3. Into the box now, DJ Stewart starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what? Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Runner at second now as a result of the error. And standing in as the rookie third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. This is hit sharply to the left side. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Stevie Wilkerson.
Now batting, Stevie Wilkerson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The next 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 3-2. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames is short. He's got it, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, Pedro Severino.
Settling in now, Pedro Severino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air down the right field line. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Ball 3. Into the corner and slicing foul. Baltimore down to their final strike. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Iglesias. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
At the plate, Austin Hayes, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0. Now a hard liner, but foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Colin Poche will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. So now to the plate, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
13-5 at the end of all the action. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ryan Yarbrough earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Asher Wojciechowski allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.